Hi all and welcome back. Kena Bridge of Spirits came out back in 2021, and a sequel just got announced, Scars of Kosmora, later this year. But the original has changed a lot since launch. Rebalanced difficulty, new content, new platforms. So this breakdown covers the game as it exists right now, all patches included. And honestly, this game is not what it looks like, at all. It looks like a Pixar movie. Cute little creatures, lush forests, warm lighting everywhere. An animation studio made this, their first game ever. And somehow the combat will genuinely test you. That's the thing about Kena that nobody warns you about, and it's kind of the whole identity of the game. Quick setup. You play as Kena, a young spirit guide heading to a mountain shrine in a village that's been overtaken by corruption. There's not a lot of hand-holding with the story. You piece things together through the environments, through these beautifully animated cutscenes, and through each region's trapped spirit. Every area revolves around a different character's unresolved past. Grief, guilt, things left unsaid. For a game this colorful, those arcs hit surprisingly hard. Combat-wise, you've got more than you'd think. Staff with light and heavy attacks, a shield, dodge, parry. Then you unlock a bow, a spirit bomb, and a dash teleport, and each one actually changes how fights play out. The bow picks off weak points, the bomb freezes groups when you infuse it with rot energy. The dash phases right through attacks. By the halfway point, you're managing all of this at once. The rot, though, that's the real system. These tiny spirit creatures you find hidden all over the world. Outside of combat, they help with puzzles, moving things around, clearing corruption. But in a fight, they become your resource economy. You build up courage by landing hits, and then you spend it. Massive hammer strike, powered-up arrow, binding an enemy in place, or healing. Here's the catch. Healing and attacking pull from the same pool. Every time you heal, that's damage you didn't deal. Every time you go aggressive, you're gambling you won't need that flower. That trade-off is where the combat actually clicks. Now, the difficulty. At launch, this game had a reputation for being way harder than it looked, and Ember Lab has since rebalanced things. They smoothed out the spikes, added a whole new tier called Apprentice Spirit Guide between story and normal, and introduced charm stones that can make parrying more forgiving or give you healing on successful blocks. On the current version, normal feels fair. Challenging in spots, but not unreasonable if you're engaging with the systems. The final boss is still a serious test though. Multi-phase, strips your rot away, no checkpoints. And the higher difficulties genuinely earn their souls-lite comparisons. Point is, the game has way more difficulty options now than most people realize. Outside of fights, the loop stays clean. Explore, find rot, solve puzzles, clear corruption, fight a boss. Mostly linear with little pockets to explore off the path. You're collecting rot to power up your combat, finding hats to dress them in, meditating at spots to raise your health, and cracking cursed chests for combat challenges. More rot means more ability charges, so there's real incentive to look. Visually, this game has no business looking this good. About 40 people built this. Dense environments, natural lighting, animation that holds up against major studios. Soundtrack mixes orchestral work with Balinese gamelan and just fits. Since launch, they've added a lot. The anniversary update brought New Game Plus with redesigned boss attacks, spirit guide trials, charm stones, new outfits, 2 extra bomb abilities, accessibility options like auto sprint and toggle inputs, DLSS on PC, and remastered cutscenes at a higher frame rate. It came to Xbox in 2024 with all of that included. The game you buy today is a meaningfully better version than what launched in 2021. Campaigns 10 to 12 hours, completionists 15 to 18. It doesn't waste time. So the honest picture, Kena is a gorgeous action-adventure where the combat hits way harder than the art style suggests. That contrast is its biggest strength. Weaknesses? Kena herself stays a bit flat compared to the spirits around her. Parry tuning is inconsistent. The final boss is more frustrating than fun, but it won Best Indie and Best Debut at the Game Awards for a reason. And with the sequel coming this year, now's the time to play it. That's a clear picture of what this game is. No filler, no bias. Another breakdown like this is on screen now. That was it. If you like videos that don't waste your time, please consider liking and subscribing.